Picture a young man, consumed by the allure of junk food. That was me, 6 years ago. Let's wind back the clock and delve into the past. I was a regular guy with a particular fondness for burgers, fries, and all things fried. Fast food was my go-to meal, my comfort food, my guilty pleasure. Every day was a smorgasbord of processed foods, high in salt and sugar, low in nutrition. Breakfasts were often skipped, replaced by a quick grab-and-go donut and a large cup of sugary coffee. Lunches were typically fast food fare with a greasy burger or a slice of pizza, washed down with a large soda. Dinners were late-night affairs, often consisting of takeout from the nearest Chinese or Mexican joint. My cravings didn't stop with meals. No, they extended to snacks as well. From potato chips to chocolate bars, from soda to energy drinks, I was constantly munching on something. And let's not forget the late-night snacking. The midnight raids to the kitchen for ice cream or leftover pizza were a ritual of sorts. I was blissfully ignorant of the impact of these unhealthy eating habits on my health. Calories, fat content, sugar levels, these were alien concepts to me. I was living in a bubble of delicious but unhealthy food choices. I took my health for granted, assuming that youth was on my side. But as the saying goes, ignorance is not always bliss. My carelessness towards my health was not without consequences. I was lethargic, often out of breath and plagued by frequent bouts of indigestion. But I chose to ignore these warning signs, attributing them to stress or lack of sleep. My life at that point was like a fast food joint, quick, convenient, and unhealthy. It was a whirlpool of unhealthy choices and I was spiraling down. The struggle with junk was real, and it was a battle I was losing. But little did I know a wake-up call was just around the corner. One day I woke up feeling more tired than when I had gone to bed. That was my wake-up call. It was a profound realization that my eating habits were not just affecting my waistline, but they were impacting my overall health. I was constantly fatigued, with a lack of energy that kept me from doing things I loved. I was living in a fog, a lethargic haze that seemed to cloud every aspect of my life. The junk food I was consuming became a crutch, a temporary fix to keep me going. But it was a vicious cycle. I was getting sick more often. Colds, flu, headaches. They became a regular part of my life. I began to understand that my body was crying out for help, yearning for nourishment, not just sustenance. I found myself at a crossroads. I could continue down this path of self-destruction, or I could choose a healthier way of living. I realized it was time to stop being a passenger in my life and take the wheel. The journey to transform myself wasn't easy, but it was worth every step. This path of change started right in my kitchen. I took a hard look at my refrigerator and pantry, and it was a wake-up call. The shelves were filled with instant noodles, sugary cereals, and countless takeout boxes. I knew that if I wanted to make a real difference, I had to start by cleaning out the junk. I began with a simple step: reducing my fast food intake. I swapped out the greasy burgers and fries for home-cooked meals. It was challenging at first as I was not used to spending time in the kitchen, but soon I found joy in creating my meals, knowing exactly what went into them. Next, I focused on incorporating more fruits and vegetables into my diet. I started visiting local farmers markets, filling my basket with vibrant, fresh produce. The colors were enticing, the flavors were exciting, and best of all, these foods were nourishing my body with essential nutrients. I also realized that staying hydrated was just as important as eating healthy. So, I made it a point to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. It was a simple change, but it had a significant impact. My skin started to glow, I felt more energized, and my cravings for sugary drinks gradually diminished. During this journey, I also learned to listen to my body. I ate when I was hungry, not when I was bored or stressed. I learned to distinguish between cravings and actual hunger. It was a valuable lesson in mindfulness and self-awareness. Of course, it wasn't all smooth sailing. There were days when I missed the convenience of fast food, or when the lure of sugary snacks was too strong. But I reminded myself of why I embarked on this journey in the first place. It was about more than just changing my eating habits. It was about improving my overall health and well-being. The first few weeks were tough, but I was determined to stick with it. As weeks turned into months, the changes were becoming visible, not just physically, but mentally too. The transformation I was experiencing was profound. It was not a change that you can measure on a scale, but a shift that you can feel in your very being. First, the weight loss. It was gradual but steady. Every day, a little bit of the old me was shed, making way for the new. I was becoming leaner, healthier, and more confident in my own skin. Clothes started fitting better, and I could see a new light in my eyes when I looked in the mirror. Next, my energy levels. They skyrocketed. No more mid-afternoon slumps, no more dragging myself out of bed in the morning. I was waking up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day. I could run, jump, and play with an energy that I hadn't felt in years. And let's not forget the sleep. Oh, the sleep, it was deep and rejuvenating. I would fall asleep quickly, sleep soundly throughout the night, and wake up feeling rested. It was a far cry from the tossing and turning, the restless nights that used to be my norm. But perhaps the most profound change was in my mental health. I was happier, more focused, and less stressed. I felt a sense of calm and peace that I hadn't felt in a long time. I was more patient, more understanding, and more empathetic. I was better able to handle the ups and downs of life. And I felt a renewed sense of purpose and drive. And this was not achieved through magic or some miracle pill. It was the result of a conscious decision to change my eating habits, to make healthier choices, to honor and respect my body. It was a journey of self-discovery and self-improvement. The transformation was not just about the body, it was about the mind too. As the unhealthy food faded from my life, my health began to bloom. It was as if the fog of malnutrition had lifted, revealing a landscape of wellness that I had only ever dreamed of. My body, no longer bogged down by processed foods and artificial additives, began to thrive. First and foremost, my cholesterol levels took a nosedive. My doctor was astounded. Once teetering on the brink of high risk, my cholesterol was now comfortably in the healthy range. This change didn't just mean lower numbers on a medical chart, it meant my heart was healthier, stronger. Every beat was a testament to the power of clean eating and its ability to rejuvenate the body. But the benefits didn't stop there. My digestive system, once sluggish and unpredictable, began to function smoothly. No longer was I a slave to discomfort and unpredictability. Instead, I found myself energized, free from the shackles of indigestion and bloating. It was as if I had been given a new lease on life. And then, there was my immunity. I had always been prone to catching colds and falling victim to the flu. But as my diet changed, so too did my immune system's ability to fight off these illnesses. I was stronger, healthier, more resilient. The common cold that would have once knocked me off my feet was now just a minor inconvenience. The transformation was profound, and it was all thanks to the small, consistent changes I had made in my eating habits. Each day, as I nourished my body with whole foods and steered clear of the junk, I was rewarded with better health. The benefits were evident not just in my physical well-being, but in my mental health too. My mood improved, my energy levels skyrocketed, and my overall outlook on life became more positive. The journey was tough, but the destination was worth it. My health is now a testament to the power of good nutrition, and I am living proof that it's never too late to make a change for the better. My journey doesn't end here, it's a lifelong commitment to health and well-being. Just as the sun rises each day, so must we rise to the challenge of making healthier choices. It's not about perfection, but persistence. It's about replacing that bag of chips with an apple, swapping out soda for water, and choosing grilled over fried. It's the small changes that add up to big results over time. The road to health isn't a sprint, it's a marathon, and each day is a new opportunity to make better choices. It's been a journey of learning, of discovery, and of transformation. It's about understanding that our bodies are our temples, and we must treat them with respect and care. But remember, the journey continues. It doesn't stop when we reach our goals, but it evolves as we do. It's about making a lifelong commitment to our health and well-being. Remember, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. Here's to a healthier you,